Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris from Wicked Repairs here. I just had a little tip I wanted to share with you with carburetor issues, dirty carburetors, in specific a stuck needle valve, and even more specific, a stuck needle valve to a carburetor that has a pressed-in seat, non-replaceable seat. This is an old Honda 200R dirt bike that I have, but this would go for anything that's carbureted, anything especially, as I mentioned, that has a fixed pressed seat in the carburetor. So let me turn you around here. As you can see, I have the carburetor still on the bike, so I never had to dismantle it completely. I did check everything. I pulled out the jets, cleaned through the jets, and so forth, but to mainly focus towards the needle valve and seat. So this is the needle valve. The needle valve and the seat were completely stuck together. I'll show a picture of what the residue of fuel that was inside the carburetor bowl did to the bottom of the carburetor bowl. It was just like powder, nasty fuel. So ultimately it wasn't getting fuel because the needle valve was stuck in the seat. Try to take a closer look and you could see that inside there's some corrosion from where the needle was stuck there. So I carefully removed the needle and got it off of the machine. And what I do at this point with something that has a fixed seat is that I take a drill and a Q-tip and I stick the Q-tip in here. Then I use some type of polish, and I mean this thing's been around for a while so it's all taped up, but Mother's mag and aluminum polish works real well. And what I do is I just stick the Q-tip inside of some of that polish, and I'm going to put it right in the needle valve, or in the seat rather. Get all that in there and just slowly work this. You don't want to push in hard or anything. I mean, the Q-tip is not really going to damage the brass seat, but just always be cautious. So I use this polish. You can see how black that Q-tip is already from picking out, cleaning up all the crust that was on there, all the stale fuel. So what I do is I do that usually 2 or 3 times, depending on how bad it is, to clean and polish that. And then you want to clean that thoroughly with carburetor cleaner and compressed air. So that's what I'm going to do to finish it off here, but just wanted to share that little tip with you. So if you have, and I'm not, ultimately you would run to replace the needle valve. You would want to replace the seat if it was removable and replaceable. In this case, the seat is not. The needle is. I could get a needle. I cleaned it up very quickly and easily using a brass bristle brush, just very lightly on the edges. Another thing you could do is use like a Scotch-Brite to clean up the needle valve itself. But Q-tip, Mother's polish or some type of polish equivalent, and just on a drill rather, stick it in that seat. Just work it 2 or 3 times typically is good. And what I usually do is use the polish 2 or 3 times, then I use a couple of just completely dry Q-tips to clean up the most of it. Spray carburetor cleaner through the fuel line in and the the seat rather, and then spray with compressed air, and that's it. And then when you install the needle valve and the float bowl, or the float rather, just verify your height and verify that the needle valve is moving in and out properly. A good practice, good thing to do is to not put the bowl on quite yet and turn the fuel on and just use your finger on the float and make sure that it closes and doesn't dribble by, and make sure that when you open it up that fuel is flowing by. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Please hit that like and subscribe and ring that bell to get your notifications.